India is weeks away from the general elections and there is already confusion that is coming to the fore with regards to the Congress. Parties who have been closely watching the promulgation of the ordinance of SCBI by President have now upped the ante, claiming that the Grand Old Party has violated the Model Code of Conduct. They claim the Parliamentary Committee on Financial Matters is the authority to take the call on this matter, an NNIS exclusive. The Security Laws Bill 2013 got promulgated as an ordinance. This is the third time that such a thing has happened, but for those outside the Congress, this has given them reason to attack for what they call a clear violation of the Moral Code of Conduct. NNIS has exclusive access to letters written to the Election Commission by MPs, which clearly shows how the move has not gone well with many in the political firmament. This also comes at a time when there is an ongoing tussle between the Sahara chief Subrata Roy and the SCBI. The ordinance, interestingly, gives Securities and Exchange Board of India powers to carry out search, seizure, and even checks on call records. They can also attach bank documents, property, and even arrest a person. Basodi Singh Masram, a Lok Sabha MP, already smells a rat. We have come to know that the Securities Law Bill of 2013 to pass the ordinance, the UPA government has sought the permission from the Election Commission. This is beyond my understanding that in the country of the Model Code of Conduct has been implemented, then what is the hurry by the government to present the ordinance? Very soon the new parliament will be formed. This shows that the government is not doing it for the good of the people but for something else. The government in the last two sessions of the parliament was not able to pass the Securities Law Bill of 2013. One more thing, Securities Law Bill of 2013 is with the Permanent Parliamentary Committee of Financial Matters. Committee has not yet given its recommendation on the issue. It was Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Finance Minister P. Chidambaram who had spoken of taking up the matter and was discussed in a cabinet meet a day back. Interestingly, the SCBI ordinance has been promulgated twice since the time it was issued on July 17, 2013. After an extension of September 2013, the ordinance lapsed on January 15th. This ordinance is coming at a time when Sahara Chief Subrata Roy is under the scanner. This many see as an attempt to make seizure, scrutiny and checks on the head of the Sahara conglomerate easier. Devendra Nagpal too has similar views. I have been informed that the government wants to re-promulgate the Securities and Exchange Amendment Bill of 2013 through ordinance, which is uncalled for. As this bill is pending in the Parliamentary Standing Committee, Finance, I would request you not to accord your approval on the same considering the current electoral scenario in the country and let the next Parliament decide on the same on its merit. In the winter session of Parliament, the bill could not be taken up as the Standing Committee on Finance had not yet finalized its report. The point that nearly 20 MPs whose letter NNIS has access to make that the ordinance will have to be replaced by a new one when the new government is formed. It is also understood, while the bill replaces the ordinance, it will amend the Securities and Exchange Board of India Act of 1992, the Securities Contracts Regulation Act of 1956, and the Depositories Act of 1996. The BJP is quick in calling this a failure of the government, which has so far not been given any approval. It has come to our notice that the present government has sent the Securities and Exchange Amendment Bill for your approval so that it can be passed as an ordinance. With a lot of respect, we would like to bring to your notice that the present government has failed to get the approval in the last three sessions of the Parliament. This clearly shows that it is not accepted in its present form. At the end, our party demand and request that give the permission to give such an ordinance and leave the decision for the soon to be formed next Parliament. This report was brought to you by NNIS.